Hello, it's Hollie with Ivy Cool Creations, and I might sound a little gravelly because my throat is doing odd things. I'm not sick, my throat has decided to not have a voice. So I'm still going to do this. So I am doing a May I Scrap Lift You and a Leftovers to Layouts layout today, and we are scrap lifting Sandra Lee, who is ScrappyGal13 on Instagram. I switched things around just because of the layout of my photos and the way that they were sitting. So I wanted to play around a bit with the orientation and how the photos were laid out. So that's why my rip is on a different side. And I didn't put paper behind it like Sandra did because I had that beautiful blue. This paper is gorgeous. I think it's from a hip kit from 2020. But I wanted to cover up as much pink as possible because this is my son's layout, but I'm using leftovers. So this is what I had. So I was playing with it enough to cover up that hot pink and try to get as much covered as possible. That was my goal. But I loved having the peekaboo of blue in the ripped section. Now I had these Vicky Bouton pieces. I think they're from the print shop collection. One is a pen and one is a pencil, and I really wanted them on the page because on Sandra's layout she has butterflies cut out and then popped up and glued on top of her side piece. So I thought I would try and do the same thing, only with pencils and art supplies. So these are my absolute favorite thing that I own as an art supply. These are my Faber-Castell watercolor pencils, and they're pencil crayons, and if you add a touch of water they spread like watercolor, and I love them, and they make everything so smooth and easy to do. So it just gives you some absolutely beautifully intense color when you are coloring. So I went through and I colored in all of these pieces off this. This is a Vicky Bouton piece of paper as well. It's from a paper pad though, and I can't remember which one, but I've had it for a while. That's my last scrap. So I went through, I found some Amy Tangerine stickers with the little crayon bits, and you know, I'm trying to be, I have so many of these crafty things, and I actually have a bunch of photos of my kids doing crafty things. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go with the crafty things and use them up and actually get them down on layouts instead of just having them. So I, if you can see the pile at the top, I went through all my ephemera and pulled out all the crafty things because I'm always looking for them and can never find them. So I finally found all of them. I went through as well and added a bunch of little word phrases. And then I added there's some little hearts that are gold on top of colored circles in the print shop collection. And I think it's adorable. I added a little tiny cluster at the top because my photos and the piece of paper that the photos are sitting on are way down at the bottom, like there's no space like Sandra has in hers, where her layout is kind of centered. Mine is offset, so mine is way set to the bottom. So I thought I would add a little tiny cluster up the top just to give it a bit of definition up there so it doesn't look like it's, you know, missing something. And then I found this little journaling tag and I decided to add a ribbon to it because I didn't have very much red in this layout. There is red on the paper, the arrow paper, but I wanted to pull just a little bit more so that it didn't look so pink. I wanted the red to be more obvious, I guess. And then, you know, I'm just fighting with it and trying to make it fit because I, of course, stuck it at like the weirdest spot. So I had to like fold the ribbon over, and then I'm just using some fire. I'm just using a lighter to melt the ends of the ribbon so that it doesn't fray. I added my journaling, and then I added some enamel dots. And that's about it. Thank you so much for spending your time with me today. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And also check out the description box below for all these fabulous people who are amazing artists and playing along with May I Scrap Lift You and for the month of May. So thank you so much and have a great day.